Think you know where America's Muslim communities call home? Well, get ready to have your assumptions challenged. From historic neighborhoods that trace back to the 1800s to thriving cultural hubs in surprising locations, we're about to explore the top 10 states where Muslim Americans are making incredible impacts. Let's dive in. Number 10. North Carolina. 130,661 Muslims. Hold on to your barbecue sauce, because North Carolina might surprise you. The state's Muslim history dates back to the 1950s, when African American Muslims established some of the first mosques in Charlotte and Durham. Today, this state isn't just about basketball rivalries and beautiful beaches. It's home to one of America's fastest-growing Muslim communities, with Research Triangle Park's innovative Muslim scientists leading the charge. Think that's surprising? Wait until you see what state number 9 has cooking. And I mean that literally. Number 9, Pennsylvania. 149,561 Muslims. From Philadelphia's historic Quaker roots to Pittsburgh's steel legacy, Pennsylvania has always been about building bridges. What many don't know is that some of the earliest Muslim immigrants arrived here in the 1880s, working in the steel mills of Pittsburgh and the textile factories of Philadelphia. Today, the state's Muslim community carries on this pioneering spirit with over 120 mosques and cultural centers. Hey, if you're enjoying this journey through America's diverse Muslim communities, take a quick moment to hit that like button and subscribe. Your support helps us share these important stories with more people who love discovering hidden gems of American culture. Number 8, Virginia. 169,371 Muslims. The birthplace of American democracy is also home to one of America's most fascinating Muslim stories. In the 1970s, Muslim families began settling around the D.C. area, drawn by diplomatic and government opportunities. Fast forward to today, and Virginia's Muslim community has become a powerhouse of civic engagement with some of the highest rates of Muslim voter participation in the country. Number 7, Maryland. 188,914 Muslims. Maryland's Muslim story begins with African American Muslims in Baltimore during the Great Migration of the 1940s. Today, the state's proximity to D.C. has transformed it into a hub for Muslim professionals in government, healthcare, and education. From Baltimore's historic mosques to Montgomery County's thriving cultural centers, Maryland proves that size isn't everything. But speaking of size, wait until you see what our next state has accomplished. It's going to drive you wild. Number 6, Michigan. 241,828 Muslims. Michigan, where the Muslim American story really revs up. In the early 1900s, Henry Ford's $5 workday attracted Muslims from Lebanon and Yemen to work in his factories. That legacy lives on in Dearborn, which has grown into America's most concentrated Muslim community. Today, you'll find everything from halal shawarma to city council members proudly representing their faith. Hold on to your hats because our next state proves that everything really is bigger in Texas. Number 5, Texas. 313,209 Muslims. Everything's bigger in Texas, including its Muslim history. The first documented Muslims arrived in the 1950s, mostly students and professionals from South Asia. Today, from Houston's bustling mosques to Dallas's thriving Muslim business district, the Lone Star State proves that Southern hospitality and Islamic traditions make a perfect match. Number 4, New Jersey. 321,652 Muslims. New Jersey's Muslim story kicked off in the 1960s when immigrant doctors and engineers found home in its suburban communities. Today, cities like Paterson, nicknamed Little Istanbul, showcase how Muslim culture has become woven into the Garden State's fabric. And speaking of fabric, did you know New Jersey hosts one of the largest Muslim fashion shows in America? Number 3, Illinois. 473,792 Muslims. Chicago's first Muslims arrived in the late 1800s, working in the famous stockyards and helping build the city's legendary skyline. From these humble beginnings, the community has grown into a powerhouse of cultural and economic influence, with Devon Avenue becoming an internationally recognized hub for South Asian culture and commerce. The street's transformation from a simple commercial strip to a vibrant cultural corridor mirrors the larger story of Muslim success in Illinois. What sets Illinois apart is its unique blend of urban and academic Muslim life. The state hosts some of the nation's oldest Muslim student associations, pioneering the way for Islamic education in America. Today, with more than 75 mosques in Chicago alone and thriving Islamic schools across the state, Illinois has become a beacon for Muslim education and professional development, producing leaders in fields from medicine to municipal government. Number 2, California. 504,056 Muslims. California's Muslim story begins with Afghan camel drivers in the 1800s who helped develop the American Southwest. This pioneer spirit lives on in Silicon Valley, where Muslim entrepreneurs aren't just participating in the tech revolution, they're leading it. From artificial intelligence startups to sustainable energy innovations, Muslim-owned businesses are reshaping California's economic landscape, with Muslim founders raising over $2 billion in venture capital last year alone. But California's Muslim influence extends far beyond tech. The state has become ground zero for Muslim representation in American media and entertainment. Muslim filmmakers, actors, and writers are breaking new ground in Hollywood, while Muslim journalists are reshaping narrative in newsrooms across the state. The annual Muslim Film Festival in Los Angeles has become a launching pad for diverse voices, proving that California's Muslim community is as much about cultural innovation as it is about technological advancement. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the state that stands above all others, the crown jewel of American Muslim culture, the place where tradition meets innovation in ways that will absolutely blow your mind. With a Muslim population larger than some small countries, this state hasn't just welcomed Muslim communities, it's been transformed by them. Brothers and sisters, drum roll please. Number 1, New York. 724,475 Muslims. Really, was there ever any doubt? New York's Muslim history traces back to the 1800s with the arrival of Ottoman traders, but the real boom came after 1965's immigration reforms. This pivotal moment transformed New York into America's most diverse Muslim ecosystem, where traditional mosques share neighborhoods with contemporary Islamic art galleries and halal food carts have become as iconic as hot dog stands. The city's Muslim population isn't just the largest, it's the most diverse, with communities from over 50 Muslim-majority countries calling the Empire State home. The impact of New York's Muslim community extends far beyond numbers. Muslim New Yorkers have pioneered new models of civic engagement, from grassroots organizing to mainstream politics. The city hosts over 275 mosques, but it's the community centers, youth programs, and professional networks that truly set it apart. Muslim-owned businesses generate billions in revenue annually, while Muslim healthcare workers make up nearly 15% of the city's medical professionals. From the iconic Islamic Cultural Center in Manhattan to the bustling streets of Little Egypt in Astoria, New York's Muslim community showcases what's possible when diverse traditions meet American opportunity. Enjoyed this video? You should check these out. Which of these states surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Next week, we will get even further into, well, you'll have to subscribe to find out. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Keep up the adventures, keep discovering and exploring our amazing world, and I will see you, and yes, I do mean you, in the next video.